man won this fight.
And I think Larry Hazard had it right in terms of that first half of the fight, where Pacquiao probably won the majority of his rounds, because it was certainly mostly all Ugas in the second half of that fight.
Manny Pacquiao, by the way, landed just 16% of his punches against Ugas. As comparison, he landed 19% against Floyd Mayweather. So Ugas was defensively responsible, and his offense and his jab made all this possible. Just a beautiful performance by Ugas.
But Pacquiao threw many more punches against Ugas.
Over 800. No, it's amazing. And again, that was spirited, and it was entertaining. Did you like that fight? I like that fight.
Unbelievable fight.
And after, Joe, I've watched this a long time. Anytime anybody loses, it's like, all right, is he going to retire? Hold on, he just lost a fight. So I'm not calling for that now. He is 42. You wonder what Manny would like to do. He still commands a lot in the marketplace. And you wonder what the future will bring. Jordan Plant is in the ring now with the winner, Yordenis Ugas. Jordan?
Ugas, congratulations. You haven't had it easy. You came from Cuba. You haven't seen your family at one point when you came here for 9 years. You've had some losses. This wasn't supposed to be you in here tonight. Was it your destiny?
Era destino, tú no tenías que estar aquí en estos momentos, 9 años sin ver la familia, venir aquí a hacer esto, ¿cómo te sientes?
No, estoy emocionado. Ante todo, quiero darle las gracias a Manny Pacquiao por compartir, por pelear conmigo.
I'm very excited, but most of all, I want to thank Manny Pacquiao for giving me this moment in this ring today.
¿Quién es el campeón de WBA? Soy yo el campeón de WBA.
I told you, I am the champion of the WBA, and I showed it tonight.
You did, and it seemed like you were even having fun in there. I saw you shimmying your shoulders, you were smiling. How fun was this moment?
Tú estabas sonriendo en el ring, como que estabas dominando bien, como que la pelea tuya te estaba gozando ahí.
Bueno, siento mucho respeto por Pacquiao, pero yo vine esta noche a demostrar quién es el campeón de WBA. Mucho respeto para él, es una pelea, fue tremendo competidor como siempre, y nada, estoy agradecido con él.
No, definitely, he's a great competitor, but I came in there to show that I am the champion of the WBA, and a lot of respect for him, but I won the fight.
And also, you were landing that jab from the beginning. You started with the double jab, landed to the body. Was that the key to this fight?
La llave de esta pelea fue el jab, el doble jab que demostraste esta noche.
Sí, tenía una buena mano adelante. La trabajé bien. Traté de hacerle caso a mi esquina. Tuvimos solo 2 semanas para entrenar, pero hice el trabajo, gracias a Dios.
No, definitely, that was the lead punch, that double jab. We only had 2 weeks of training, but I listened to my corner, and it all worked out.
Yes, and Pacquiao was adamant that you didn't earn this belt because you were elevated to champion in January, but I think you've earned it now. So,
el lado de Pacquiao que tú no eres el campeón real. Ahora, ¿qué quiere hacer Yordenis Ugas próximamente?
Bueno, yo pienso que voy en el camino que estaba, a unificarme. Ya le gané a que todo el mundo decía que era un campeón. Ahora soy campeón, unificarme.
Now the plan is to unify the title and welterweight. Everybody said that he was the champion. Now they know who the real champion is.
So does that mean Errol Spence?
Eso quiere decir que Errol Spence está próximamente.
El siguiente en la lista debe ser, pero estoy pensando porque se recupere.
No, he's the next one on the list that I want to fight, but most of all, I am praying that he recuperates.
Bueno, todos los cubanos estaban viendo esto. Los cubanos salieron masivamente a apoyarme. ¡Patria vida! ¡Patria vida!
Life for the Cuban people that came out in massive amounts to come and see me. So for the country and for life.
Patria muerte no, patria vida.
Respect to you. Congratulations, Ugas. We're going to send it over to Heidi with Pacquiao.
Thank you very much, Jordan. Manny, you took this fight against Yordenis Ugas just 11 days ago. Certainly a different opponent than you were expecting. Was he more difficult than you expected?
Just make adjustment for a few days, so it's good. That's boxing.
Most definitely. In terms of the jab, that was a weapon that he used. Were you having a hard time finding your timing against it?
I know. I'm making a hard time in the ring, making adjustment about the body style, and I think that's the problem for me, because I didn't make an adjustment right away, and also my legs tight.
Yeah, we saw that you didn't use your legs as much, not as much footwork from you, and not as much head movement from you as well. Was it a matter of tightness? Was that the issue?
Yeah, my legs is so tight. That's why it's hard it's hard to move.
Do you think that's father time? 42 years old, still doing this, man, going the distance here against yes, look at this. This crowd is so pumped to be here. They came to see you. What do you want to say to them?
Well, I'm so thankful to the fans so coming here to watch to witness the fight live. I'm really appreciative of your effort to come here. Even despite of this pandemic, you have time to watch live the fight. And I'm sorry that we lost tonight, but I did my best, and I apologize.
Now you know the question that's coming next. Will we see you in the ring again? I know a lot of respect between you. Will we see you fight again?
I don't know. Make a decision if I continue to fight or not.
Like a true politician, will you be running for president in the Philippines in May of 2022?
Well, I will make a final announcement next month, and I don't know. I know that I'm facing a big problem in more difficult works than boxing. So, but I want to help the people. I want to help them.
You know, in terms of this crowd, they're all on their feet here, standing. Regardless of what you decide to do, there will never be another Manny Pacquiao to stand in this ring. As Brian Kenny said, you are a two-career Hall of Famer.
First of all, to all the fans, I really appreciate of your effort to come here. I hope that in my more than 20 years in boxing, I make you enjoyment and happiness in my career. I mean, that's boxing. I congratulate my opponent, Yordenis Ugas, for making tough tonight and for winning tonight. So that's boxing. Let's face another tomorrow again and plan our future.
Very good. Thank you very much, Manny Pacquiao. It's always fun to see you box. Brian Kenny, we'll send it back to you.
Heidi, thank you so much, and I'm glad the crowd got a chance to show their appreciation for this man. Even in a loss, there's no love lost at all for this man, this warrior, Manny Pacquiao. Every fighter, guys, has to make their own decision. Their health is at stake. Sean, your health is at stake in there. Selfishly, I think we'd all love to see Pacquiao again. What are your thoughts on Pacquiao and his future, Sean? Start with you.
Well, he's got to assess things. Being 42, they always say the fighter's the last one to know. And with that being said, I think it's up to his team to really assess what he did tonight, what his struggles were tonight, and if he can continue to fight and be able to fight through the struggles that he had tonight.
Joe?
Well, look, I think it's been a great career. I think it's been a long, great career. I think he's reached every pinnacle he has. I don't know what's left for him to reach at this point. He's going to be 43. You know what? I think the man should enjoy the rest of his life outside of a gym. You know what it's like. It's a grueling struggle. It's a hard grind, and it wears on you mentally, physically, and spiritually. Give the guy a break. Let him go live a normal life. That's what I say.
Well, one thing's for sure, he's not going to live a normal life. He's a senator in the Philippines. He wants to be president. He's not surfing.
Well, I'll tell you what. Boxing is less normal than anything else he can do.
I tell you what, he's going to a different fight, but he's prepared for that fight too.
Look, that was entertaining. It was competitive. He was not embarrassed. Outstanding fight. We hope it's not the end, but we wish him the...
Thank you very much, gents. What a moment that was. I mean, it is an absolutely enormous night for Yordenis Ugas. It feels like a big night as well in the career of Manny Pacquiao. He takes a loss. He is so gracious, so nice, so respectful. He's such a wonderful servant to this sport, and also such a wonderful leader in this sport in terms of the example that he sets. But going back to Yordenis Ugas for just a moment, it felt like he'd won the lottery just getting here, right? Just getting this fight. How life-changing is this moment for him?
I mean, it changes everything. Everybody had a big question mark. Who is Ugas? Now they know who Ugas is, and they see why he's been avoided. You know, Cubans have the reputation for being tremendous boxers, and Ugas showed that today. He showed it with his jab. He showed it with his poise, his posture. He never let Manny really get into Manny's rhythm. He constantly stayed at the pace that he wanted to fight at. Even in the corner, his coach told him, you can do anything that you want to do. This is your fight. Ugas, he trains hard. He had tons of confidence, and he just did what he knew that he was telling the world he could do, which is be the winner tonight.
One of the things that he had been really honest about in the build-up to this fight was the emotional stress that he had been through because of the abuse that he'd received online, how said whatsoever. He's had to shave everything off. This is a huge moment for him, and it does legitimize him within the division. We've been kind of talking him up as he's top five, and people were kind of wondering, is he really a champion? This tells you everything you need to know, right?
Tells you everything that you need to know. You know, we saw Manny Pacquiao not move his head as much. He said his legs were stiff after the fight. You know, Heidi asked, is it because he's 42? You know, I remember that when I fought him, he was active. He took this fight. He wanted to fight the #1